Peace, 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 family. My name is Michael Jordan, aka the Sirius Alchemist. Welcome back to another Saturday book review. Today we got a good one, and if you new, welcome, welcome. And if you're returning, what it do? What it do? Um, what's up, family? Today I got a good one. We're gonna start out with this one. It's called The Great Black Mama, the Great Black Mama of Creation. Give a shout out to the that feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? Get that feminine energy popping. This is by Dr. Suzar Epps. Sister is a renowned historian, man. So if y'all don't have this in your library, you better get it. The Great Black Mama. You know what I'm saying? So I have to pay reverence, have to give honor and respect to the Great Black Mother. You know what I'm saying? Because without her, would none of us be here. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. So we're giving a shout out to the great black mama today. So you know what I'm saying? As I do, family, I'm gonna read a little bit. And the contents, I usually read something about the author and then something from the back of the book, but there's not too much about the author in this book. So I'm just gonna read from the inside of the book a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully it intrigues somebody out there to go get it. You feel me? But it says in the back, the contents is that let's start in the Yoni, and Mama God is black, the original great black, the deep. On all continents, the supreme being was originally worshipped as the great black mama goddess. The great black mama of creation is the most blacked out through male wash. Mama God is naturally sexy, the source and definition of sensuality. She is the word, the logos. Mama God is the Holy Spirit, symbolized by the dove. The great mother is the great water, the noon. She is the vessel, the cup, the grail, the bowl, the bell, the ark, the boat, the ship. Mother God, cosmic spiral, serpent of life. Patriarchy, devilized serpent mama, and the image of the serpent. The three wise men were three wise women. 13 true months in a year. Great serpent mama, many names. African migrants founded the Minoan civilization, decoding the obscure truth, identity of the Minoan snake goddess. No wonder mama's hair is nappy, serpentine, love locks. Mama God is the circle, circle seven, the dot, the whirler. Great mama, the jinn queen, the queen genie. Hence, all words meaning source or center are from feminine roots. She is heaven, seven, Sheba, which is what they call my mother, Queen Sheba. That was my mother's name. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows her as Queen Sheba. But anyway, no wonder the original names of God are female. No wonder religious rituals are feminine. No wonder the top holy books are named after the great black mama. The disguised and usually slandered presence of Mama God in the albino man's patriot Bible. A few of her 10,000 names, a few of her 10,000 titles. No wonder Ma means mama in all languages, family. Words for Ma in many languages, a recent admission by God. Those are the contents in the back of the book, is what I just read, family. So that's what I was just reading for those that wanted to know. This book is a must-have, I'm telling y'all. It's a must-have. I mean, it's just full of jewels. So let's go into it a little bit, family. Okay, let's see, where should I start? It goes right here. Yeah, we're gonna start right here. It says, your mother, our mother, creation's mother, mother of the universe, the great mama of all living. You've seen her if you stared in wonder at the starry night of new. You've almost felt her as the earth beneath the concrete beneath your shoe-clad feet. You reveled in her essence as the water flooding your body in the shower or a pool. You felt her caress as the wind across your cheeks or your mother's comforting touch, lover's comforting touch. She is your mother and the mother of your mother. You've witnessed her in ways not suspected, raped her in pillaging the earth in conquest of her riches, felt her in ways you thought belonged to another, and it did, eating her body as your food, bastardized or not, as the fruit of the earth, as the blood of your mother, while yet in her womb, sacred blood, the Sasi, original Holy Spirit, red liquid of life called blood, white liquid of life called milk, milak, mel sweet as melons, liquid, all forms of her sweet water, the liquid light of love. You've tasted her sweetness in fruit, the ripened ovary of plants. You've tasted her sweetness in the kiss of your beloved. You've experienced her wrath in the wrath riding of her earthquake, heartquakes, undelighting, gyrating, swerving, curving, flowing, sweetest nectar, queen of queens, mama of mamas, mother of mothers, passion of passions, lady of ladies, the great lady. Damn, that said it all right there, boy. God damn, excuse my friend. Unfathomed, most familiar mystery, Miss Terry, Bells never parted, Miss Terra, the earth, womb of source of life, the utopia, uttermost, the open hole of holes, holy of holies, Ethiopia, yoni of yonis, Kuan Yin, Queen Yoni, womb of source, origin, mouth hole of the bee gene, or beginning of life, Genesis, Isis goddess, ass, the source, mama. Wow. Family, this book is a must-have in your library if you don't have this. This explains the Mac Mama. Then on the next page, they talk about the Venus of Willendorf because it has that image over here, right? To some of the people that might be gross or grotesque or whatever, but that's Big Mama. That's an image of Big Mama. That image is so ancient and goes so far back. She fed everybody. She made sure everybody ate. You know what I'm saying? She ain't leave nobody out. You know what I'm saying? Um, You know what I'm saying? When the great mother ruled, when we was matriarchal, what nobody left out. Everybody ate, everybody had. It was less wars. There's really no need for jails. You know what I'm saying? And we think this is civilization, what we living in, but it's not. This is civilized barbarism. This is civilized barbarism, family. So let me read something else. Hopefully somebody else can get this book. Again, this is The Great Black Mama of Creation by Dr. Suzar Epps. You can find this book anywhere, Amazon, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So there was a piece in here I really wanted to read because it's pretty profound. Um, it's pretty profound. I want to make sure I find that and read that, family. Um, and she's also in the Bible. It talks about her in the Bible. It says the same of Omega, the great the Alpha and Omega is the great Mama, creator of languages, alphabets, music, and mantras or words of power. Her power, source of all power, the book of Revelation states, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is and which was and which is yet to come, the Almighty. Revelations 1 and 8. They's talking about the great black mama. Recognize. Imagine all them people up in the churches, all these, they'll pass out. They knew that what they would, where this really came from. But they need to know the truth too. We all need to know the truth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the great black mama in there. Okay, this is directly plagiarized from the African temple of the great mama at Sais, where they were written on stone many centuries before the European man's Bible was compiled. There's even a biblical clue to its feminine source. The being which the prophet saw was girl about the paps with the golden girdle. Men don't wear girdles and they don't have paps, a term which refers only to the nurturing female nipples. Kamite, cur means the word or logos. This is why Passion Week is called Char or Care Week. Reverse cur and get rec, since Kamite R equals L and the rec equals let, the African root of the words lecture or dialect or logos. I mean, she goes into it deep in this, family. She goes deep into it. You know what I'm saying? She gives you the names. She also got the picture of the great um hippopotamus goddess, which was the mother of the first god, the mother of Set, which was on the what temple was that? Which on the top they got the zodiac on top of one of them ancient Egyptian temples. And yeah, but here I'm gonna read it anyway. They called her the hippopotamus goddess. The goddess of the great bear was adored at Umbos as the living word. She is configured in the planisphere with the huge jaws, wide open in the act of uttering the word or of roaring. Thus we find the goddess apt, the roarer, as a hippopotamus, the great bear, roaring or roaring round with the bull roar as her sign and symbol at the center of the northern heavens. In the beginning of the Egyptian theology, when the word was not the god but the goddess, the fecundity, the power, the glory, and the wisdom of the primordial bringer forth were divinized in the great mother, who was worshipped at Umbos as the living word. In one of her many forms, she is the lioness-headed Sekhet Bas, who was the object of the adoration in Inner Africa as the one and only. Following the mythical mother, the son became her word or logos, and in Sebek Horus, the word was God. This was in the mythology that preceded the eschatology. I mean, family, she goes into it. She goes into it. She even got Lilith in here. She goes into Lilith, or what Lilith is, and she tells you how they speak about Lilith in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And she goes into that. She goes into Lilith. Before Eve was Lilith, Adam's first wife, according to rabbinical tradition, she used to be in the canonical Bible before being edited out. She still is in the Bible if you carefully read through the creation story. It speaks of two creations of woman. The first woman was created equal to man, male and female created he them. Genesis 1:27. This female was Lilith. The second woman was Eve, clone of Adam, unnaturally made from one of his ribs. This is cited in verse 22 of Genesis chapter 2, yielding a triple two, 222, which underscores Eve as being second. Patriarchy labeled Lilith as the mother of demons and reviled her as destroyer and seducer of men. For Lilith demanded equality and to co-rule and would not submit to Adam's attempt to sexually dominate her. Hence, she became the archetype of the dangerous woman who refused submission. She was vilified as whore, hag, witch, bloodsucker, succubus, child killer, impure, enchantress, the subtle serpent who tempted Adam and Eve. If she was so bad, then why was her name Lilith, meaning lily, from Lilith, lotus? Lilith represented the virgin, belonging to no man, aspect of the triple goddess. The lotus lily was floral, emblem of mama's virgin aspect and miraculous impregnation. Lilith was addressed as Lilek on a tablet from circa 2000 BC. Her epitaph was that of beautiful maiden. The Canaanites called her Balat, the divine lady. So everything that they demonize is starting to come to light, family, especially when you start to get these books. It starts to bring light and sheds light on that darkness. You know what I'm saying? It let you know this stuff is not evil. This stuff is transformative and it's truth. Very, very truthful. Get the book, The Great Black Mama of Creation by Dr. Suzar Epps. It's a must-have in your library. And then I got another banger over here. African Woman, the Original Guardian Angel by E. Shaka Musa Beta Shango. Let's say that one more time. By E. Shaka Musa Beta Shango. And you spell it Ishakamusa. E. Shaka Musa Beta Shango. African Woman, the Original Guardian Angel. You feel me? And I'm going to read from the back of here. Here's a picture of the brother on the back. The brother made the transition, you know what I'm saying, a few years back. I can't remember exactly how many years, but powerful brother. I got one of his videos on my page. So if you want to go check the brother out, and it's called just that, African Woman, the Original Guardian Angel. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. And if you like the information that I'm putting out, you know, I'm going to hit that like button because it helps my channel get out there. And go and hit that subscribe button, you know what I'm saying, to get my subscribers up as well. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. But back to the content. There's a picture of the brother on the back. Brother Ishaka Musa, doctor. Ishaka Musa Shango. Um, he has a collection of writings on the Black woman's creation of an ongoing contribution to world civilization. This work set forth documented proof that the original African woman is the mother of all living. She was also the first to develop agricultural science to create educational and social systems. In essence, she was the spiritual impetus for all scientific investigation in the ancient world. The Black woman was also the first builder of the house, right? Constructor of cities, establisher of laws and governance, and the creator of the marketplace. In fact, all the elements of civilization that humans hold dear initially emanated from her. That is why she was revered as an angel in antiquity. And that's why, family, when they came with these banks, all these banks and all this shit, all that idea they got from us, from the great mother, because we always started our civilizations off the river. And where do you find a bank? On the river bank. What does the river bank do? It controls the flow. It controls the flow of the river. Just like a bank does, it controls the cash flow. So if you look at any ancient civilization, you look at this modern civilization, you can learn the modern civilization from the ancient civilization, but you can't learn the ancient civilization from the modern civilization. You feel me? So this book right here is a must-have. Dr. Ishaka Musa went in on this one. He went in on this one. So let me see. We're gonna go right here. Let me get some water real quick, family. Mouth been a little dry. Getting into this info. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it says why the idea of the Great Mother was so important to primordial man. Ancient societies believed that those related by mother blood shared a common soul. So no member of the group would hurt another without doing injury to himself. You hear that, family? You see how we go out here and just hurt each other so easily today? In the ancient world, it wasn't so. We respected and loved each other, especially those that came from the matriarchal societies that had the kin of the blood mother that passed the mitochondrial DNA from mother to daughter. And we wouldn't hurt each other. But anyway, let me get back to the content because I can get off on something else. Let me finish the content. It says, ancient societies believed that those related by mother blood shared a common soul. So no member of the group would hurt another without doing injury to himself. Mutual trust was maintained exclusively among members of a matrilineal kinship group known as mother's milk. Societies where women set the standard of behavior and morality were found generally kinder than male-dominated societies. Children grew up without harsh punishment, expecting kindness from others as a matter of course, and consequently developing into non-hostile, non-violent adults. Envy, greed, and exploitiveness were minimal, depression almost unknown, crime almost unheard of. People were generally good humored, trustful, and confident. Women were treated as the equals of men, if not higher. Attitudes towards sexuality tended to be positive and permissive. People seemed to feel sure Mother Nature would provide for their needs, even in cases where a harsh environment demanded hard work for the sake of survival. In those life-enhancing societies, the original Black man believed that the motherhood was expressly linked to superior intelligence. Listen to me, family. They said the motherhood was expressly linked to superior intelligence and magical powers, for they were keenly aware of and appreciated the fact that the time a child spent with his mother had a direct bearing on his cognitive formulation. All over the earth, life was measured by this fundamental symbolic equation: woman, body, vessel, wisdom, the world. This was a universal symbolic formula for early man because the first and most profound world that a human ever knew was of his or her mother's womb. The ones delivered into the temporal world, her or his early life experiences was overshadowed by her maternal protection. Y'all know how it goes when we was little. Mama was off, shoot. Mama would fight the world for most of us. Mama would fight off bears, lions, tigers. Mama would fight off anybody. You know what I'm saying? Shit, mama wasn't no joke. And it says his or her early life experiences was overshadowed by her maternal protection, nurturing, instruction, and discipline. Understanding this, the first of all mysteries, I am totally in agreement with Dr. Yusuf bin Yochanan when he says that motherhood is still the most profound example of godhood on earth. I'm going to read that one more time, family. It says, I am totally in agreement with Dr. Yusuf bin Yochanan when he says that motherhood is still the most profound example of godhood on earth. For the African, the maternal instinct has always been of paramount importance. From earliest times in African society, there's always been a strong bond between mother and child. In our high culture societies, to show disrespect to one's mother is tantamount. It's tantamount to sacrilege. To the African, the maternal instinct is the primary basis for a civilized society. It provides the impetus to the paternal instinct, which enables a man to see himself as more than just an axe swinger and a spear thrower. This attitude on the part of blacks in the ancient world generated a very high regard for the black woman as the queen of the universe. A perfect example of this African philosophy of life is illustrated by Cheikh Anta Diop in The Cultural Unity of Black Africa. This is a book by Cheikh Anta Diop, and it says, this is an excerpt from the book. It says, the Ashanti consider the bond between mother and child as the keystone of all social relationships. They consider it as a moral relationship which is absolutely binding. An Ashanti woman will not stint in the work she does or the sacrifices she makes for her children. No demand is too exaggerated for a mother to meet, although she shrinks from inflicting punishment and never disowns her child. An Ashanti mother requires from her children both obedience and affectionate respect. To show disrespect to a mother is equivalent to committing a sacrilege. We need to get back to that, family, because we wouldn't be seeing this mess we see in today. You know what I'm saying? We need to get back to that. You know, but yeah, this is an excellent book to have, man, in your library. You know what I'm saying? So we get that respect back for that divine feminine. Because if we lose that, we lost everything. You see what I'm saying? If we lose that, we lost everything, family. So we gotta, we gotta get that in check. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got mothers, sisters, aunties, daughters, cousins. You feel me? And we got to put that back in check, family. Can't nobody do it but us. Can't nobody do it but us. And I'm gonna read this one more piece from here, family. I hope somebody it'll trigger something for somebody to go out and get the book. Because this brother put in work on this book. It's so much in the book. I couldn't go through this book in 2 hours or 4 hours of video. I couldn't get what this book has in it. To get what this book has in it, you got to go out and get it. You got to go purchase it and actually delve into it and read it. Like Bobby used to always say, you got to do the work. Got to do the work. Ain't no way around it. And reading is fundamental. You know what I'm saying? Reading is fundamental. So here we go. The black woman as mother creatress and ruler of the earth. In Egypt, Kemet, not only as the ancient goddess Nut, known as the heavens, but most astonishing of all was the discovery of numerous accounts of the female creators, all existence, divinities who were credited with bringing forth not only the first people, but the entire earth and the heavens above. There were records of such goddesses in Sumer, Babylon, Egypt, Africa, Australia, and China. For thousands of years, maybe even millions, all over the world, the African woman was portrayed as mother creatress and personified as the world-protecting feminine maternal side of the ultimate being, and as such, stands for the spontaneous, loving acceptance of life's tangible reality. She was the supreme revelation of existence in the material cosmos, and she represented all things made of matter and perceptible to the senses, touching on another aspect of this same thing, Dr. John Henry Clarke says. I feel that there is a need to call attention to the historical status of the African woman and their contribution to the development of African societies in order for them to be better understood as warrior queens in defense of their respective nations. The Senegalese writer Cheikh Anta Diop has shown new insight into this subject in his book, The Cultural Unity of Black Africa. He observed that most non-European societies are mainly matrilineal, the line of descent being traced to the mother. Dr. Diop extends the explanation this way. It is matrilineal, and it is the man who brings the dowry to the woman. This proves, if proof is needed, that the woman in these old societies, have respected rights. Most of these societies developed before Europe was even born. In Africa, the woman's place was not only with her family, she often ruled nations with unquestionable authority. You couldn't even question her. Who the hell is you? Get your little ass out of here somewhere, sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell is you? But anyway, she had unquestionable authority. Many African women were great militarists and on occasion led their armies in battle long before they knew the existence of Europe. The Africans had produced a way of life where men were secure enough to let, or I don't even like the word let, the women to let themselves. I don't know why they put the word men were secure enough to let women advance as far as their talent would take them. But I think women were advancing whether men was allowing them to or not, in my own thoughts and the way I see it. So, family, this book is excellent. This book is excellent. Um, this book is excellent, man. Um, you got pictures in the back. It gives you pictures of um, um, a lightened version of a pigmented image of Ptah fashioning the cosmic egg on the world upon the potter's wheel, and then where you get the story Harry Potter. Where do you think Harry Potter story come from? This story right here is where the whole Harry Potter stuff come from. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let y'all know that woman, that J.K. Rowling ain't come up with that story. Shoot, they gave her that. One of them secret societies gave her that. She ain't come up with that. You feel me? That's how the ancient mystery schools look. If you look at Harry Potter, look at that sister right there. Look at that. Look at that sister. Look at that. You know, all life. That's showing you all life came from that. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? That she had all that junk in the trunk. And it's got more and more images back there, ancient images. The goddess Ishtar and just different images. A winged bull cherub. And you know what I'm saying? And this right here, picture of Osiris with Isis and Nephthys, right? That's a serious picture right there. You know what I'm saying? Black man and woman in their royalty. You feel me? So yeah, go on and get the book, family. Um, go on and get the book. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. You know what I'm saying? Again, if you like the content, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? So helps me get in the algorithms. And again, my name is Michael Jordan, aka the Sirius Alchemist. If you like a reading from me, hit me up. I'm gonna leave my email down in the description box. I'm gonna start going live every Sundays. Start doing Sunday Gnosis starting in the next couple Sundays coming. I'll let everybody know before I start, but look for that coming. It's going to be Sunday Gnosis every Sunday. I'll be going through Gnostic material. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be giving out the books, and hopefully I can get a lot of people to join me and learn this Gnostic material with me. So again, my name is Michael Jordan. I am the Sirius Alchemist. Peace.